Advanced filtering in SQL is about going beyond simple where conditions. Basic filters like equals or greater than are useful, but in real analysis you often need more control over your results. Advanced filtering gives you that control, letting you handle partial matches in text, apply conditions after aggregations, and even work with more complex pattern-based logic. Tools like, having, and regular expressions are at the core of this. You use them when you need precision in filtering instead of relying only on broad or simple rules. Some typical use cases include finding names that start with or end with certain characters, applying filters on aggregated results, such as keeping only countries with more than a certain number of customers, or handling complex searches using patterns that can flexibly match text. You can also use advanced filters to reduce noisy results by filtering data at exactly the right stage of your query. When working with AI tools, it helps to be clear about what you want. For specify if the filter should check, starts with, ends with, or contains. And always verify that the pattern you are using matches the actual data values in the column. On the syntax side, is used for partial matches, for example filtering first names where the name starts with the letter A. Having is used after aggregation, for example returning only countries where the customer count is greater than 10. Where works before aggregation, having works after aggregation, and knowing this distinction is key to writing correct queries. Now let's look at different filtering scenarios with some examples. Is used for partial text matching. The percent symbol is a wildcard that means anything. For example, filtering location codes with %OL% will return rows where OL appears anywhere in the text. Between is used for range filtering, for example, filtering orders where the order value is between 50 and 100. This captures all rows where the value is inside that range. IN is used when you want to filter by a list of specific values, for example, returning customers where the country is in Poland, Sweden, or France. It is cleaner and easier to maintain than writing multiple OR conditions. Exists is used for subquery filtering. It checks whether something exists in another table. For example, you might select from the product catalog and use exists to return only products that also appear in an active products list. Exists evaluates the subquery for each row and returns true if a match is found. These tools give you flexibility depending on the problem. For pattern matching in text, between for numeric or date ranges, IN for multiple discrete values, and exists for cross-table checks. And having comes in when you need to filter on aggregated results after grouping. By mastering these advanced filtering techniques, you can refine your SQL to answer complex questions with precision, making sure your results match exactly what the analysis requires.